boxing. Former champion versus current champion to decide who is numero uno on these shores. Now, before they throw hands May 9th and duke it out, they're going to duke it out verbally here. Clock in, everyone.
There's a lot of being talked about right now, but I can't wait to put him to sleep on.
It's been on your mind for the past how long, and now you're talking to me like that. It's just mad.
Is this fight going to go into deep waters? What do we think?
Nah, first half done.
Shocking scenes erupt as Daniel Dubois suddenly goes at Fabio Wardley during the press conference, turning the moment physical and deeply personal, leaving Wardley furious and ready to fire back without holding anything in.
I'm sure we're gonna allow me. Are you bleeding?
I don't know if I particularly learned anything. There wasn't nothing I didn't know already that I hadn't seen already in other situations and other circumstances that was a bit jittery. When the cameras are on, when it's a big stage, when it's a big event, people's personality shows through, and nervous demeanor, nervous, jittery, on edge, twitchy. But they're all things that we'd already seen, already assessed already. So it wasn't particularly nothing new, things I'd already seen, but it was funny to see up close, that was all.
Fabio Wardley addresses the situation calmly, but makes one thing clear. This is about respect being crossed, not just fight hype. And while he stays composed, the frustration underneath is very real.
Look, I'm a stand-up person. I respect those that respect me and that show me respect and behave respectfully. From the interactions I've had with him on a number of occasions, it's not been that. So I don't mind a bit of back and forth, a bit of boxing. Like, the game's the game. I'm not fussed by that. It is what it is. But ultimately, there needs to be a level of respect there, and hold yourself properly, act properly in the right situations, and those things haven't been done. So no, there's not.
Trainer Don Charles tries to downplay the chaos, calling it nothing more than talk while backing Daniel Dubois. But the tension suggests otherwise as pressure builds and doubts grow about Dubois' composure under stress.
I can say to all that, talk is cheap. I normally got a lot to say, but you know what? I choose to be silent today. I want to talk about today and what's going to happen on the 9th of May, and that's all. Talk is cheap. Daniel doesn't have to prove nothing. He's only ever lost to one man twice. Usyk. He's beaten.
Daniel Dubois steps forward with confidence, promising to take Fabio Wardley's unbeaten record. But after the earlier outburst, it feels like he's trying to prove something to himself, while Wardley appears far more calm, controlled, and mentally sharp.
I'm full of confidence for this one. Full of confidence, raring to go. And I've got to take his own. I'm going to be the first man to do it. And, I'm just can't wait to go, man.
Fabio Wardley responds with fearless confidence, predicting not just a win, but a knockout, showing a mindset built on experience and composure. While Dubois talks about records, Wardley talks about ending the fight completely.
How's the fight go? Well, I think it's obvious to see that I'll knock him out. Like, that's easiest to say. That's known. It's just whether I want to do it early or I want to do it late.
Solomon Dubois backs his brother with full belief in a knockout, but support doesn't erase the concerns, as Wardley has proven he thrives under chaos, while questions still remain about how Dubois reacts when things don't go his way.
I look up to him a lot. I'm very proud of him, all the things he's achieved in life, and I think my brother will win. Obviously, I think he'll win by knockout, to be fair.
Fabio Wardley reminds everyone of his power, warning that one moment is all it takes to end a fight, showing calm confidence while highlighting that he thrives in chaos and delivers when the pressure is highest.
There's not much to say that hasn't already been said. And I guess on that point, the main thing to say is don't blink. Is because, look, my fans, my supporters, everyone here at Ipswich, especially here at this ground, the fight I had here was probably synonymous with that of don't blink, because
all in a second, the fight with Justice Hooney was upside down. It was on its head.
He did land with a shot at the end of the first round, but since then he's not managed.
He's just come up against a good fighter. That's all that's happened.
So many hovering around, waiting for a shot. Usyk and Dubois meet. Joseph Parker, Ajit Kabayel. There's all sorts of heavyweight. Oh! What about that from Fabio Wardley? And it just takes one shot. That is unbelievable. Fabio Wardley losing virtually every single round, and he fights a Jack Shabba. Oh my word!
And again, for the Daniel fight, I think it's going to be a very similar moment in terms of just one punch knockout, him down, him out. If you blink, you would have missed it.
Please make some noise for one of our own, Fabio Wardley!
Daniel Dubois reflects on his journey and credits his father, revealing his emotional side. But in a fight like this, emotion isn't enough, as Wardley brings relentless pressure and proven knockout danger.
I think when I've lived the life, so I guess I wouldn't be here without him. I wouldn't be here without, you know, the dedication and the fire my dad has, and what he put into me. I'm glad I was the first male-born boxer and come out and went through that whole program.
Spencer Oliver points to the biggest question around Dubois, his mindset, noting that while he is physically dangerous, his mental strength has been tested, whereas Wardley has already proven he can survive adversity and still win.
It's all about mindset. Dom recognises that. It's not about the physicalities with Daniel Dubois. Never has been. Yeah. You know, he's a big, strong guy, and like, if you get his mind right and he's that self-belief there, and that's what Dom will be working on with him.
It's not many that should beat him ever.
No.
Carl Frock raises doubts about Dubois' mentality under pressure, acknowledging his power but questioning his mindset, while also noting that Wardley consistently finds ways to win, showing resilience when it matters most.
You do wonder, when it comes on top for him, Daniel Dubois, what's up there and does he want it? That's the only real question mark I've got over his career. Obviously, losing to Usyk's no disgrace, but he's a massive puncher, big, hard hitter. And Fabio Wardley has never really been in there. You've got Justice Hooney, you've got Joseph Parker, you've got Fraser Clark. None of them are really bangers, are they? None of them can really punch hard for heavyweights. I'm sure if they hit you on the chin, it'd hurt. But somebody like me who's got a granite chin.
Ade Oladipo gives a balanced view, but leans toward Wardley due to his knockout ability, explaining that even when hurt, Wardley comes back stronger, making him more dangerous as the fight goes on.
Christ, man. That's just sensational. Honestly, that is just brutality at its best. I've picked against Fabio 2 or 3 times. I will never pick against him again. That being said, I picked against Dubois a couple of times. I think it's 50-50, and this isn't fencing because I 51-49 Fabio. Fabio can crack, unlike any heavyweight I think right now in the division, but he takes a lot of punishment. Like, we've seen it, and I don't think you can take that type of punishment early from Dubois. But it's a tremendous fight. And look, if it does happen, credit to both. Credit to Dubois. To do Usyk, Miller, Hrgovic, AJ, Usyk, Wardley is better than any run minus Usyk in the heavyweight division. And, by the way, Parker was supposed to be squeezed in there.
Duke McKenzie highlights Wardley's evolution as a champion, pointing out his improved skill set and adaptability, proving he can handle tough moments and still dominate, giving him an edge over Dubois in both technical and chaotic fights.
Because Fabio Wardley's a world champion now in his own right. And that 5% I'm just talked to you about, he's 5% better now than what he was before he won the title, because that's what it gives you when you win a world title. Now, he's just beaten Joseph Parker, right? And messed him up quite badly. It wasn't an easy fight. It ebbed and flowed for periods in that fight, but ultimately, Wardley got the job done. That's what he does. He gets the job done. Look at his career. Now, he would have improved, and a lot is to be said of Daniel Dubois, because he's got an excellent jab. That was the difference between him and AJ when they fought, was that jab. It was just beautiful. Wardley's got a good jab, and if Wardley's jab has improved since winning that title, then It's about
Ade Oladipo again emphasizes Wardley's knockout power and resilience, explaining that if Dubois fails to finish early, Wardley becomes increasingly dangerous as the fight progresses.
Best competitor out there I can find who's available, who wants to scrap and get it on.
All your fights, bar one, all your wins, bar one, have been by knockout. That's kind of what you do, right? It's written on the tin, as they say. You expect to knock out Daniel Dubois. I mean, we've seen you go points, the draw with Fraser Clark, you can go deep in fights, but you expect to knock this man out.
Yeah, look, I've done it before in terms of going the distance. It's something I know I've got in the locker. It's something I know I can do, but also, like you say, as a proven record, I knock people out. And whether that be first, second, third round, or 10, 11, 12, I carry that power all the way through. I carry that heart, determination and game all the way through. Every minute of every round, I'm in the fight. There's not a second of the fight where you think I'm down and out.
Duke McKenzie reinforces Wardley's growth, stating that his confidence and ability to adapt mid-fight make him a more complete fighter, capable of winning both technical battles and all-out wars.
As a champion, you obviously have a say in this fight as well. Why did you want to go straight into this one after a defeat? Most people have an easier one after a defeat, just to kind of get back on the horse, so to speak. You've gone straight into what many consider the number 2 heavyweight in the world. Why have you gone straight there?
I think it's perfect for me. This fight, you know, you ain't a southpaw or anything like that. This is the domestic scrap I need. This is, you know, juicy for me. You know, this is proper boxing now. Back at home.
I'm coming out southpaw, so he's gonna be.
Ade Oladipo repeats the key point. This fight is power versus resilience, and Wardley's ability to absorb damage and strike back could be the deciding factor.
You both smile when I say that, where for me it's quite scary. Do you accept that this is going to be one of those painful fights?
Yeah, I think that's a given. Whether it be him, Joseph Parker, AJ Fury, Usyk, whatever. At this level of the game, there's no easy rides no more. There's no comfy cruise through the win and have it nice and easy. Like, it's gonna be a scrap. And especially with the way we two go at it, yeah, there's gonna be a few cuts, a bit of blood, and all the rest to go with it.
You liking that?
Blood sport, yeah. I love it.
Why? Why do you love that danger to it?
Nah, this is you need to take chances if you want to be great. If you want to be great and do something, you know, to go down in history for, you need to take chances and risks, and this is what we are.
Duke McKenzie concludes by stressing Wardley's transformation into a well-rounded fighter, highlighting his ability to adjust, survive tough moments, and finish fights whether it turns technical or chaotic.